Skid.
Barely Wazowski.
Hey everybody, it's a new tabletop stream. Yay! We're playing a game using the Poke Roll system. You can look it up. It's basically a free kind of D6 system that somebody made. And I'm playing with,
I like the you could look it up.
You can
Get fucked.
I don't have links to. I guess I could put a link in the episode description. How about that?
No. It's fair. It's just funny. It's like
fuck you guys. Look it up.
If you the general thing people do for tabletop stuff is learn the name of the author and say that. I was trying to do that with Roll the Bone stuff, but I failed most of the time.
Rip. Anyway,
I think I only managed to do it for
Dungeons
Panic
and
at the
Dragons
Dojo.
5th edition, created by Jeremy Crawford. It's not true at all, frankly.
No. It is true. That way, Nintendo's lawyers go to his house. They show up at Gary Gygax's grave and serve his gravestone.
Why is it Jeremy Crawford, who's a completely different man?
Nah, he's just Gary Gygax's stand.
What?
Alright, so I'm going to read my intro text now. Hold on, I'm actually going to take a drink first. But yeah, I'm playing with Josh, Boko, and Swissy. I don't know why I said and Swissy like that.
Okay.
Swissy really is the Knuckles of this group.
And Swissy.
Featuring Swissy from the Devil May Cry series.
That's me.
Alright, intro time. The screen fades in on an older gentleman working at a computer. He seems to notice the camera and rises with a grunt. He stands up straight and offers a warm smile and a wave to the camera. Well, hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Legato, but everyone seems to call me the Pokemon Professor. The man takes a small orb-like object out of his pocket, and it gets larger in his hand, becoming about the size of a softball. He tosses it in the air, and with a bright red flash, a small grayish creature appears hovering in the air. It's cute and round, with a white patch around its eyes resembling a mask. It makes a warbling noise and cheerfully orbits the professor with a smile. The professor continues. This world is inhabited by strange creatures called Pokemon. Pokemon have mysterious powers tied to the energies of this world. They come in many shapes and sizes and live pretty much anywhere you can imagine. Humans and Pokemon have come to a peaceful coexistence and help each other with many aspects of everyday life. Even in the busiest cities, you'd be hard-pressed to walk down a street without seeing a Pokemon or two. In particular, one popular activity is for people in Pokemon to team up and compete against other teams for sport. Such people are called Pokemon trainers. People in Pokemon working together towards a common goal, to be the best they can be. Such a thing warms my old heart. The professor sighs and looks wistfully into the middle distance for a little bit too long. The Pokemon next to him, cast form, seems to look at him quizzically and then bumps into his shoulder. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Got a little carried away. So, why don't you tell me about yourselves? Why doesn't everybody introduce their character real quick? We'll start with Boko, because that's the one at the top on my thing.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Sorry, I was promoting the stream.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm still doing the voice. Hold on. Yeah. We're fine.
That's fine. I was bullying you to make tweets so I could promotion you.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Incredible.
Real whack, by the way, that Roll20 doesn't have a volume slider in game.
It does, Swissy.
You have to go into, if you go to audio and video.
Yeah, if you go to the cog, it's under audio and video. Yes, it is hard to find. I had to turn it down. Also, the game is still Metal Gear Rising or Vengeance. Oh, actually, wait.
Oh, wait, I didn't change any of this
wish.
shit.
We're just riding along.
Whoops.
Anyway,
This is so
Hi.
stuffed.
I am placing Elizabeth Liza Taylor. She's a office worker. She does not like working in the office. She's been working here for about 2 or so years after finishing college. She's 28. She has blonde hair. And her friend Pokemon is a Jigglypuff named Wuffy. It's her emotional support Pokemon. This helps with her anxiety and insomnia.
All right, Swissy, why don't you tell me about your guy?
My guy is Pandora LaCroix. which is a really good name, by the way.
It is.
Came up with it myself. Definitely wasn't.
I
the
can
first
tell
auto-generated
because you
suggestion.
gave an aside to explain how good of a name it was.
In fact, it's
That really
it's
that really solidifies it. It's like when
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say
yeah,
something is a funny joke out loud.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's like
got
I
it.
go, that was pretty good.
Hey, Josh. Thank you.
You're welcome, Swissy. Love you.
Oh, thanks.
I thought you said now.
Sorry, I'm
piss.
just imagining.
You're welcome.
I'm just imagining somebody saying "I love you" and then the other person's just like, "Thanks."
Big ups, man.
Anyway, yeah, Pandora's he's just a dude. He's a goth dude. Just doesn't, conform to society, man.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know anything about this guy. I'll be real.
Yeah,
I made
listen,
him.
we
like,
grow into it.
He just
On a
lives
Red Bull.
rent free in your head. He doesn't sell you anything. He just shows up every day and says, "Hey," and he takes your coffee.
Oh, yeah, nah, he's a goth kid who has nothing to be goth about. Like, he's got a pretty happy home life, and his dad is also a fairy type gym leader in this place that we call whatever this place is called.
It's the Muse region. I'll get to that.
The Muse region. I knew that, and I wrote in the notes here for some reason that his mom is a mom.
Yeah, that's true.
Is she single?
No, he has a happy home life. What do you mean?
No, I don't think so.
I can fix that.
No divorce court here.
Don't.
I didn't knock my water over.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
and he's got a mischievous named Trixie, who's just a little scamp.
All right, Josh, tell me about your guy.
Henry J. Orfeo was a steel driving man. No, I don't know what that means. He is, though, a construction worker. Part of the Union, the proud and very powerful. I'm stalling for time because I have to bring up my note again. It's the only note I have on him.
Get Mike Wazowski. What the fuck?
The
A little bit.
Port
It's so
Glissando,
extreme.
the Port Glissando Construction Workers Union, or PGCW Union, Local 534. He is a guy who went basically from the end of public education, like high school, directly to a construction site, and was like, yeah, this kind of slaps, this kind of rips, this absolutely tears. And he's been a proud union construction worker ever since. Now, I know nothing about constructions or being in a union.
Yeah, me neither.
So
I know a little bit
that's
about
gonna
construction, but
that's going to become apparent immediately. So
maybe
anyone
it works
who's watching
different
this
in Pokemon World. It's
as
fine.
as a union member, you're just going to have to vibe with it. Because I'm going to say some crazy shit. And I'm just going to pretend that it's true. But otherwise, he is an exceptionally happy, go-lucky man. He is basically just vibes. He enjoys his job a lot, a little too much perhaps. And the only Pokemon experience he has is Pokemon used on job sites, which is why he has a Timber named Blake.
It's a good name.
Ah.
That sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't. It took me a second to get the joke the first time he made it, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's pretty good. It gave me a good chuckle. A nice sensible chuckle.
Every time I get to say this is my Timber Blake, it fills my heart with joy.
All right. Well, you all sound delightful. I can't wait to meet you. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Yes, Pandora, Liza, Henry, you've been living with Pokemon for some time now, but it won't be long before your journey truly begins. You'll meet many people in Pokemon, and it's up to you to make lasting memories that you'll cherish forever. Now go out and experience the world of Pokemon. The professor waves, and so does Castform in its own way, and the camera blacks out, and then rises again on the port city of Port Glissando, the largest port in the Muse region. I'm switching to a different ambience here.
Do you think it's a port?
I think so.
Off the starboard bow.
The professor... It's getting into the evening hours. The sun is already set, but the glow of the city lights and street lamps keeps Port Glissando from looking any dimmer for it. The city is sprawling, housing a couple 100,000 people in Pokemon, but on this particular night, we find ourselves drawn to a small, quiet park in a somewhat less trafficked part of the city. So, Liza, we'll start with you.
Hello.
It's been a tough work week. Your boss, at the end of the day today, your boss hassled you about filing some reports that was definitely somebody else's responsibility, but you didn't really have time to finish them before leaving. So that's something you'll probably have to worry about in the morning. But what are you doing in this park?
Well, that'll be next week because today is Friday.
That's true. It's Friday, I've decided.
I was told this a few days ago. I did not just demand that it be Friday, just so people know.
No, yeah.
I did not use my feminine wiles to control the day of the week.
Imagine.
As incredible as
Now, if
that
you want to
would
do
have been.
that, I have to roll for it.
I begin just bullying the dungeon master into things I want to be true.
Can I have the pet beholder?
No. Alright, so I'll go ahead and drag you onto the map. You can kind of, and Wuffy, and you can kind of decide what your vibe is.
I know exactly what my vibe is. I've been thinking about this for several weeks. I am on the bench. I knew there would be a bench.
Of course. You should be able to move yourself. If you can't, let me know.
Yeah, I was holding down the talk button, which means I couldn't move things.
Uh-huh. So yeah,
Oh,
what
you guys can see the map?
Yeah.
Or is that?
I can't see shit.
Yeah,
You'll be able to
the
see
power
it
of
in a
third
second.
wave feminism, Josh.
I see.
You
This is on
wouldn't get
purpose.
it. Yeah, so Lisa
Fog
is
of
just
war?
fog of mom. Lisa's just sitting on the bench with Fluffy, stressing out over the reports, just thinking, well, maybe I can go back to the office, maybe I can just get them done, or maybe I can just start over on them on the laptop at home, or she's just kind of thinking of in a recursive circle while Wuffy kind of just stares at her, occasionally making the noises that Jigglypuffs make.
Yeah, Wuffy looks at you and kind of looks kind of concerned for your general well-being. She can tell that you're not in a good space right now.
Or
Ever. And she just kind of sits there comfortably with you, trying to make you less stressed with her presence. Pandora, let me pull up the short 2 sentences I wrote. It's been a couple of weeks since you set out on your own from the town you started in, which I don't know which one it is quite yet. I've got a whole region map already. I just haven't decided.
Wherever his parents live.
I want to say it's like 2 towns over from here or something. You basically just got into Port Glissando a couple days ago, and you've sort of just been urban exploring and staying at Pokemon centers when you need someplace to rest for a bit. And at this hour, you're basically wandering the streets looking for something to eat, maybe. And when Trixie suddenly apparates in front of you, wearing your hat.
Oh, come on.
Trixie laughs and begins floating away at a speed slightly faster than your walking speed.
He follows.
What a little scamp.
Yeah, so I'll drag you onto the map here. So you should be able to see map
Dragged
now.
into plot convenience by hat? What is this, Mario Odyssey?
Dude, I wish. That means I could double jump and I wouldn't be depressed anymore.
Yeah, you are
Mario
currently
Odyssey.
being pranked.
That's how it starts, right?
Not necessarily. It's a
The only
good
thing I know about
combination.
double jumping is that I've been told all Brazilians can do it.
No, it's I've always heard that all gay people can double jump.
Mm.
Well, yeah, them too.
Well, I wish.
The gay Brazilians can quadruple jump.
It's frankly a little too powerful.
Right? Maybe that's why. Maybe I can learn how to do that if I go to Brazil.
Well, this does bring up the question why Blanca's Street Fighter can't double jump.
Fake Brazilian.
But that can't be true. Maybe he replaced his double jump powers with being a green monster that has electricity.
Yeah,
Maybe
you can
that's
do
like
that.
a one-to-one trade you can do.
You can do that. You can do that down at the embassy.
Smart.
All right. So Trixie begins leading you past this park as you sort of half-heartedly give chase, going like, "Come on, man!" the entire time. Henry,
pretty
we're
much.
actually going to start you on a flashback. So you got off the job site this afternoon and were on your way
shit.
back to wherever it is you live when you suddenly on your PPC, or portable personal computer, which is basically a cell phone, you begin getting a video call from your supervisor, Tony.
I pick it up with a hearty, "Hello, this is Henry."
Hey, Henry, it's Tony. So...
Oh, hey, Don, how's it going?
Great. I'm sorry to bug you after work hours, but I was just... You know how Delilah retired recently, right? Our old HR lady, Delilah.
Of course, I loved Delilah. I wish her many fond years.
Yeah, she's gonna have a...
after working with her company.
She's gonna have a great retirement. But the new HR person, Deborah, took over today, and she was going over some of the clerical work, and stop me if this sounds incorrect, but it seems that in the 20 years of hard work you've done for this company, you have never once taken any sort of time off.
Henry pauses. He scratches at his 5 o'clock shadow-ass facial hair reflectively. Time off? You mean like not coming into work?
Yeah, except you get, like, paid for it.
He
You're
reflects again.
You're supposed to take some vacation time every once in a while, you know? Time for yourself to recharge and rejuvenate. And it seems like you haven't done any of that for 20 years.
Henry begins, realization begins on Henry a little bit, but he pushes against it, and he's like, "Well, no, but I get, like, you know, we get the days off on the weekends sometimes, you know." Is that not
No.
what we're talking about?
No, that's a different thing. So yeah, Deborah was going through it. Seems like you've never used any of your PTO. And as sort of a treat to you, but also sort of we don't want to get in no trouble or anything, we are sort of sending you on vacation starting now for he like, you hear him mumbling. Since it's a video call, you actually see him like lean off screen to like whisper something to Deborah. And Deborah whispers something back to him. And he's like, yeah, roughly about a year, I think.
A year? Off the job site?
Now listen, man.
What? But Tone, what am I to do with myself?
I'm sure you can figure something out. You've got, like, hobbies, right?
Because it's a video call, Tony can clearly see Henry widen his eyes in horror as he tries to think of a single thing he does for fun.
I don't know. Tony's like, oh, jeez. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out something. We'll get by without you, don't you worry. You think the whole union's gonna collapse just because you're not around?
Well, of course not. We're strong because of our individual members together, not any one person.
Exactly. But listen, if you need any help from us for anything, just let you know. You're always welcome here. You're always a friend. But you gotta take some time off, man.
All right. Well, I don't want to cause any trouble. So if you're saying I need to take off this full year to not break any rules anymore, I will. I'll take up a pastime, perhaps.
Yeah, you do that. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you 365 days from now. The Monday after that.
I wish work would send me on a sabbatical.
And then he hangs up. So you've just sort of been ruminating on that and wandering aimlessly around town the entire day. And you finally come to, as you're sort of just wandering aimlessly, you come to this here park. Where you see...
That's just, but it's just like that, it's like that meme image of the guy who's like staring off into space on like a bench, and then he's like standing by a swimming pool that's like emptied. You know, that series of images
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the guy who's just sort of listlessly. That's been Henry all day as he just considers what to do now that he is not working.
I pulled it up in an instant because I knew exactly which meme you're talking about.
That's good because I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a great.
I have a
series.
guess.
You may have seen it.
I have a guess of like a similar thing, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah, I do know this one.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, you and I guess this is a question. Are the three of you like I know you've only got the one Pokemon, but are you like Pokemon out kind of trainers, like an Ash Ketchum, or a stay in the ball kind of trainer for each of you?
Blake,
Mischievous will not stay in a ball.
No, I didn't
No.
think so.
Blake hangs out outside of the
Yeah.
Pokeball.
So yeah, this morning while you were on that phone call, Blake was just sort of looking at you in horror, like mimicking your reactions, like, "Oh no."
I can see it. It's like the Spider-Man mimicking thing from
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Spider-Verse.
Blake treats you like
Henry,
that a lot. Really like mimics really aspires to be like you.
Good old Henry. Whoops! I forgot to take PTO for 20 years. Orfeo.
Yeah, listen, we're stretching how PTO works a little bit, but it's all fun. Anyway, so yeah.
I mean, there are jobs that allow you to roll it year to year.
That's pretty cool.
Imagine.
Like that is actually a thing. Yeah, no,
I
that's.
wish.
I don't know how common it is per se, but I've heard about it quite a bit. So I always imagined it was fairly common. Where like some are, if you use it, you lose it by the end of the year, but some are,
Right.
if you don't use it, it just adds to next year's. So they probably wouldn't let it build up that much, or they would like actually just pay him out as opposed to this.
Yeah.
But it's much funnier.
It's
this
much
way.
funnier that Tony called you up like, "Hey, goodbye. We'll see you in a year."
Tony called up like, you're gonna get us in trouble if you don't leave right now.
So yeah,
I like to imagine though Henry wanders into this park though, and he like sort of slowly surveys around, and then he sees construction cones, and he goes, "Oh!"
Ooh.
And he just like walks up to it, and he sort of stares at them sadly.
Yeah, Blake also comes down and looks at them forlornly with you. And as you're all sort of pondering your individual problems, just then you all hear the clattering of some street detritus from a nearby alleyway. From that alley, you see a skinny, nerdy-looking man. I didn't realize that I would have to look at this at two windows at the same time.
Swissy.
You see Queen Swissy wander out of an alleyway.
Well, that
Sup,
guy's
fuckers?
art style is completely different.
Hold on, I need to... I made this map way too big. There he is. Oh wait, no, I already have people on the map. That's the whole reason I did it this way. You see a skinny, nerdy man run out of this alleyway here. Behind him is a Houndour, a black
Is he
dog
holding,
with a bone
is he holding
aesthetic.
Devon goods?
No.
Oh.
Funny as that would have been. Yeah, you see him and a Houndour run out of the alley. It spits some fire from its mouth back into the alley as Elias, or you don't know that is his name, as this guy like stumbles into the park and collapses from exhaustion. And he looks up at the three people he can see in this plaza, and like desperately trying to catch his breath, he goes, "Help, please!" His Houndour loyally growls back into the alleyway at his side. And out of the alleyway also you see two figures wearing what looks like some sort of chrome-plated armor roll out of the alley as well. Hold on, I made this map way too big, dog. I learned my lesson. I can't see both sides of the map at the same time. You see two guys in chrome-plated armor come running out of the alleyway, hot on his heels. They both take out a small metallic device from their side that extends into a stick a couple feet long, like some sort of pole weapon. One of the figures points his weapon at the scientist and calmly declares, "Stop right there, Elias. I'm detaining you on the authority of Progress Security." Houndour barks back at the two figures and the scientist, whose name is Elias, you gather. shakily gets to his feet, like stumbling further towards the rest of you, like, please, you gotta help me. I'm just trying to do the right thing here. These guys are chasing me down. So, what do you do? These two dudes...
Henry will approach confidently. I guess however far he gets. But in seeing this, he would immediately like look at Blake, and they would share a nod of understanding.
Yeah, Blake
and
nods and like taps his piece of lumber that he's got.
And Henry nods, and he begins strolling up, cracking his construction worker hand knuckles loudly, and he goes, "Whoa, hey!" And if he can, he would like to stand between them.
Yeah, I think you can do that if you want to make your way over there.
How about everyone just calms down here? It's a lovely night here in the Port Glissando Park. What's going on in this neck of the woods?
And
seems like there's a little bit of violence brewing.
So you all do know that there's a private company called Progress, the Progress Research Society, that has like its own island on in the port of Port Glissando, but they're not like the cops or anything. Like they don't have any legal authority to detain this man, as far as you know.
Yeah, then yeah, Henry would definitely just roll up and basically be like, "Oh hey, oh what's going on?"
Stand aside, citizen. This does not concern you.
Well, now that I think that's where you're slightly wrong, you see. I am a proud member of this community, and as we are in a community space, people being threatened is my concern. Especially from someone who has, as far as my small construction brain can determine, no legal authority to be arresting civilians, simply enjoying the space. Now, if you want to bring me a cop or a warrant of some kind, perhaps that changes things.
And are the other two of you guys doing anything as this is happening?
I used the distraction to
to grab your hat back.
Yes.
Reclaimed.
I think Lisa is having like a miniature panic attack. She's trying to decide if she should run or if she should sit still. Will they not notice her?
Oh, by the way, you got your hat back.
Yeah. And Trixie is interested in what's going on over there, so she's gonna go that way. And
yeah,
like,
Trixie starts flowing over just to see. It seems like something exciting is happening, so Trixie is going that way.
We're behind the bench. We're peeking.
Yeah, the two of you peek out from behind the bench. Henry is getting all aggro. And Lisa's trying to be like, okay.
Henry's basically doing like the it basically does like the chest folk-centric thrusted out walk up and just sort of stands real wide stance.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of waiting for these guys to hopefully decide this would be a bad idea.
Lisa, Wuffy is actually looking concerned at this guy. Like, he seems kind of beaten up and hurt, and Wuffy is like pulling your arm to try to convince you to help.
Fine. She's gonna try to go over there and see if she can, I guess, maybe, 1 second. Trying to see if I can get over to him from, like, down here. See if I can just tug him and pull him away or something like that.
Okay. Progress. So the Progress security guys, as the three of you start getting closer, one of them pulls out a Pokeball and goes, "This is your last warning before we will attack."
The other one pulls out a gun.
Attacking? Well,
if you
then
will not stand aside, we will be forced to use force.
Well, and let it be known to everyone here who could be a witness later, perhaps. And Henry sort of looks around at people and winks at him. He goes, that I am merely acting in self-defense if I am to be attacked.
All right.
Pandora's recording on his phone.
Yeah, the security guys back up, and
Do we have
then
phone?
you have a personal portable computer, which is kind of like a phone.
Okay.
And the two progress security guys both toss out a Pokeball and go, all right, your loss. And hold on, I have a battle theme.
Oh shit.
They each send out a Pokemon. This one at the top sends out a Porygon, and the one at the bottom sends out a Ferroseed. And now we're going to be doing some shit. I just realized that this is playing in both windows, which is going to make this terrible. Hold on.
Yeah, you can just mute one of the windows.
Oh, that's a good point.
Bruh.
That's better.
Yeah, just right-click
I
on the
didn't think
tab.
about that.
You can move it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Guessing
going to
it's
need
not.
everybody to roll initiative, and I will tell you how that works. So, let's see here. Opening a document. All right, so at the beginning, you all roll dexterity plus alert.
Okay.
Is there
And
not
that-
a button for it?
There-
That's on me, right?
Oh, wait, there's an
it's on your
initiative
Pokemon.
button.
It's on your Pokemon to start.
On
so
your Pokemon.
so I
Oh, I
roll
see.
I
I
roll
need to
Blake's
open mine.
initiative.
Yes. I think it's Alt
Bangarang.
double click to open the character sheet. Yes.
Ah, wonderful.
Wow, 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 wow.
Where's the initiative button?
That's how much she
I'm stupid.
wants to get involved.
I don't know how these rolls work.
Oh, I see it.
So it rolls. You
There
roll
it
the
is.
dice, and then it's the number of successes determines how.
Oh, is that what
You
the
do.
3 means? Or
Yes.
does that mean I got
3
zero
is how many
successes?
dice you rolled, and 0 is how many successes you rolled.
Oh, so I got no
Yeah,
successes.
the box around your number will be green, red, or neutral, I guess.
So let me hit add turn all these. Porygon got. Boy howdy.
Now, do you have a good way of tie-breaking this?
I think I'm going to base it on how many dice you have for the tiebreaker.
Oh, you have to get above a 4
Couldn't you-
to get a success, huh?
Yeah,
That's
so 4,
what
5, or 6.
4, 5, and 6. Because it's
Ah.
a D6 system.
Got it.
You
I
could
rolled
just base
2,
it on who
2,
has
and
the higher
3.
dexterity
I rolled a 1.
or whatever. But... I also rolled a 1.
All right.
Or well.
Yeah, but you got to roll 3 dice.
3
You did get a
dice.
1. You got a 1, a 2, and a 4.
Dexterous.
All right. So I will add. Oops. Yeah, this is the Rainbow Rocket
I like to
battle
think
theme.
Trixie's down to scrap and Pandora's just like, okay.
He's like, all right. I guess we're doing this. All right. So Blake, what did you roll? I rolled a 0. You rolled
a
a 0
0.
with a chance of 3, right?
Yes, I have 3 dice. I got a 2, 2, and a 3, which is 0 success.
Womp. All right. Add
You're
turn.
welcome.
And add turn. Wuffy also got a 0. So you got 3. Trixie got a 1, yes. Off of how many dice?
Yeah.
Trixie got a 1 off of 3 dice.
Fucking 3.
So, do that. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Okay.
Hello, Molokai.
Hi,
It's a
Molokai.
tabletop game.
We're battling. So, Trixie actually has the initiative. Because you had 3 possible
Probably.
dice, and you rolled a 1, which is more of an dice than the Pharisee had.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so things you can do on your go. You can use any of your moves. That's step 2. Basically, you can move up to like 5 times in a round. And for each additional move you do, it requires more successes to be able to successfully do the thing. So any of your moves you can use. And don't worry about like movement, it's all kind of abstract. Basically, you're always considered in range unless
You
a
aren't.
move makes you not in range,
Just
like
just
fly
like
or
Pokemon
dig or
Battle
dive.
games,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use any of your moves.
Okay. Let's see here. I mean, I'm assuming, yeah, Porygon's gonna be immune to Astonish. Typing still works the same, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Porygon's normal, right?
Imagine if they
Yes.
changed typing.
Porygon is
Okay.
normal.
Okay, couldn't remember. Gonna go for Astonish on the Pharaoh Seed.
All right. So go ahead and roll the accuracy of Astonish.
I see.
You're looking to get at least one success. You've done it.
Yes.
Exactly one success. So
Cool.
on a success, let me read your move here. For that, on a success, you roll. Sorry, it'll take us a little bit. Yeah, go ahead, Mall Guy. I'll give you your cards in just a second here. So so you use the move, you roll the accuracy, and it hits. And now the opponent has the opportunity to evade or clash if they want to. He is going to. He's going to try to evade.
Okay.
Thank you. Mall Guy's going to be playing some cards here for a second. He's basically playing the cards to exchange them for new cards to help you in this game. So just ignore those for a second.
All right.
So he's going to try to evade. So let me roll his evade for Pharaoh Seed. He's looking to make at least one success, I believe, because he rolled one success.
How many dice?
One.
All right.
Of course, goes
Lucky
as
him.
many successes as you. He evades the attack and won't receive any damage or effects. But now that makes his next move harder to do. So because he used the evading or clashing counts as one of your moves in a round. So he manages to Trixie sneaks up on him and astonishes him, but Pharaoh Seed manages to predict it and dodge the attack. So after you use a move, damage doesn't apply because it evaded. So now the next Pokemon goes. So now it's Pharaoh Seed's turn. Pharaoh Seed's gonna go right back at Trixie with a. What do we got here?
So does that now mean since I attacked before Trixie's next round, it's going to be harder for me to evade?
No.
Am I
So for
understanding that
so
right?
if,
When you
so
say
for
something
evade
moves
and
in a
clash,
round?
all you have to do is roll as many successes as the person rolled against you. But
I
if you wanted to
understand
use another move later in the round, like when it comes back around to your turn, if you wanted to use another move, you would have to roll at least 2 successes, unless you do something else like evade or clash. So for simplicity, I'm going to move Trixie down here. All right, what should I do? We're just gonna go. I think Pharaoh Seed's going to use. Pharaoh Seed's going to use Curse for its first move, so I'll roll accuracy. 0 successes, so it doesn't work. Basically, it was trying to give itself a buff, but somehow failed. So that's Pharaoh Seed's turn. Blake, it's your turn. So what would Blake like to do?
Steven,
Yep.
this is going to be critical for me in this entire campaign, getting in, going forward. How does Henry declare he's getting in there?
You do it at the end of the round. Trainers can do a thing. So at the end of whenever the first round is, you can declare that you're getting in there, and then you will also roll initiative.
Perfect. Because Henry's going to get in there and try to beat the shit out of one of these guys.
Oh my god.
But for now, Blake will go, I suppose.
Yep.
And Blake only has 2 moves, if I remember right. Let's see. Where are they?
Okay.
again? There they are.
While you're looking at
Hound,
that, I'm going to get Mulliguy's cards ready.
Lear, and... Oh, I also have Bide.
Oh my god. Oh no. It's all coming back.
Now Swissy.
I stare into the middle distance. I hear the sound of low tad lily pads falling.
All right, I think I will
Well,
just have. I think Blake will approach this Porygon,
Porygon.
and he's going to attempt to use the pound maneuver. So
Alright.
I click the die by accuracy for the move, right? And that should roll it.
Yep. Looking for at least one success.
And I have no modifier, I assume.
Nope.
All right, great.
3
How does
successes.
3 strike you?
That strikes me as pretty good. Looks like a hit.
Baba-booey.
Porygon is... I don't even know if Porygon can evade that. Let me look at what its evade is. Its evade is 3. It can try. So it will try to dodge out of the way of that, but we'll see. Nah, fam, not a chance. Porygon's going to be taking damage. So
So if it meets, it beats.
yeah, for evade and clash, all you have to do is roll the same amount of successes as your opponent did. So that didn't work, so we move on to damage. If the move landed, out of your dice pool and deal damage. Each move's entry has a dice pool list, blah, blah. All you should have to do is click the damage. Each success on your damage roll deals 1 point of damage, even if your damage pool is reduced to 0. So you do 2 damage.
It's pretty unlucky considering I had 5 dice in that pool.
So Porygon takes a decent hit. Looks a little bit phased by that. And it is now Wuffy's turn, I believe. Let me double check that there's nothing else to do here. Nope, it's just use a move, evade, clash, damage, and then next. So Wuffy, what's Wuffy gonna do?
Babe, are you not advancing the turn order? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to hit Sing on, whatever this egg monstrosity thing is.
The Pharaoh
Pharisee.
guy.
I
So,
don't know
I
what that
think-
is.
Let me double check, but I think you can actually target multiple foes with Sing. I might have written
Careful.
it down wrong in the book. Well, it's a... Let me look this up for you.
It just says on target.
Okay, so yeah, it must be single target then. So yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Wow.
And since Sing is an accuracy -3, that means you need to roll at least 4 successes on it, just so you know. Because it's a pool of 5 for you.
Ah,
Yeah, so unfortunately, Jigglypuff tries to do a Sing.
there's
but
no way I
Pharisee-
hit that, dude. Even with 5.
But if you hit it, it's really good.
Yeah, but if you hit it, it just puts them to sleep.
So what were you saying about having your people do stuff? Is
At the
that
end of
like
the
the end
round.
of the turn order?
So it's Porygon's turn now. Porygon is going to use, because it got hit with that pound maneuver, it's going to use Conversion 2. And it needs at least 2 successes because it already took a move when it tried to evade. So Conversion 2. It's 2 successes. So you see Porygon's body kind of reconfigure itself. And Porygon becomes a ghost type.
I thought it had to get hit to do that.
It did get
It
hit.
did get hit by me.
Blake hit it.
Oh, okay.
Blake punched
I
it
got
with
confused
his hunk of
for a minute.
timber.
Yeah. Also, unfortunate it changed to a ghost type. Because you know it's super effective against ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost.
All right. So so Trixie's up. Did you want to take another move this round, Swissy? You can if you want to. You would just need to roll at least a 2 to
So
be able
wait.
to do it.
We've
So
got
it's
a full round.
Yes,
Isn't it
can we
people
have our
turn?
people do stuff now?
Let me double check the wording of this.
I thought that's what you said. Okay.
That sure sounds like what they said.
Okay, it's after everybody has done all of their actions. So if you want to do, if the Pokemon want to do more than one action at the end of all of that, that is when the round ends, and that's when trainers can do an action.
Okay.
Is
Interesting.
there a reason to not have them try to do more stuff?
No, not really, unless it's like literally impossible. Because like you
Oh, I
get
see.
1 clash and 1 evade per round. So you can keep. So
Okay.
Trixie has used neither Blake has used neither. Wuffy has used neither. So you can all still do any of those things. I think Pharoseed and Porygon both have used an evade, but so neither of them have both of them have a clash still, but they can no longer avoid damage entirely.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
But I
Trixie's
can't
turn.
attack again.
Yep, you just have to use a different move.
Oh, okay.
So you can
You
only
just
use a
can't,
move
you
once
can't just
per-
astonish over and over.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Whoever keeps unlocking my moves, I will kill you.
Sorry. Might be.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna try and, Spite.
Sure.
Spite on... Pory boy.
You have to move up to do that, or
Nah.
Doesn't matter. I was gonna say, I don't know if it matters. I don't know
I'm
if
just
there's
doing
rules
it
of
so we can
engagement.
keep track of who's engaged with whom,
oh, I see. Fair.
just to make it easier for me to organize. But yeah, you go ahead and roll your spite then. You can use it on Porygon.
Yeah. Now, do I have to do any sort of modifier?
Nope. All you do is
Still no.
accuracy, and you just need to roll at least 2 successes, and that's a 4. So Porygon has been spited, reducing its will to 1. I don't remember exactly how will
What's will
works.
again?
What?
Fine.
Will is basically
Okay.
a measure of your like ability to kind of push through stuff. So let me reread the will
I see.
page here. You can spend 1 will point to ignore 1 pain or stress penalization for the rest of the scene, or to re-roll an unsuccessful die from all of your rolls during this round. So you can spend
Fuck
will points to
Porygon.
kind of like avoid stuff, but if you run out of will points, you pass out at the end of the round.
Ah, nice.
So you have essentially made it so this
round
board.
being when we've used all our moves.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so that's your second go. Pharoseed. Let me see.
I was
here.
just confused on what a round is until you explained it. So
Yeah, I've been explaining it poorly. Basically, what you're doing right now is turns. A round is when everybody's turns are done. So let me
Okay.
see. I believe Pharoseed's up to a 2 now. No, it actually would be up to a 3 because it moved once and clashed once. So it's going to attempt to tackle it's going to attempt to
up
tackle
to a
Blake.
3.
You have to have 3 successes or
Okay.
more.
So that
to-
applies to them.
It's-
Does
there's
that
like
apply
a-
to us?
Yes, you had to
Okay.
get 2 or more successes. So
I wish
there's
there was some way to track that somewhere.
I might do it on
well,
the
just
tokens.
remember how many things you've done, Lamau.
I might try to do it on the tokens, like in the blue section.
Okay.
So
Or if we
now
wanted
you would be up to a 3.
Which I don't know if my evade's even that good at the moment.
All right, so it's going to attempt to tackle Blake, since you guys are kind of on the front line here. So
Roger.
it needs 3 successes in order to do that. Nah, fam. Misses.
Go fuck.
Pharisee tries to do a tackle on Blake, and Blake just expertly dodges out of the way, like uses his stick to redirect the spinning spike ball guy. Blake, you're up.
Go Blake! Henry yells,
So this will be you
proud
need
of
at least
his
a
little
2.
boy. Yep. So Lear is all foes in range.
Yep.
So I guess I will Lear,
Of course.
which would be both of them.
Yep. I think it's depending
Okay.
on your rank, how many you can target, but I know it's at least 2 for your rank. So
I
that's
got
a
3
success.
successes.
So that means all of their defenses go down by 1. Blake glares at all of them. And
Henry's just behind him like, give him the mean eye! The mean look!
No, mean looks a different move.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's-
well, he's not saying moves.
it is defense that goes down, so -1. And proceed. I actually forgot to take off defense when Porygon got hit, but we'll fix it later. Kind of learning as I go here. Okay, so yeah, their defenses
So
have
if you
both
get hit,
been
you remove
lowered.
defense.
Yeah, so basically when you get hit, it's the damage you take is the amount of damage you roll minus their defense or special
I
defense,
see.
depending on.
Yeah.
So Blake goes up to a 3, and it is Wuffy's turn. Wuffy needs at least a 2 in order to do a success on whatever you try to do, and you can't use Sing because you already used it.
I will point out that we didn't do the thing where we choose our abilities.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just assumed you were gonna... What would you like to take? I'm assuming Josh is taking Guts.
I take Guts.
Yeah, it's gonna take.
Oh, I don't have a choice because
You have no choice. I'm gonna use round.
types.
Gonna use round.
Okay. Go ahead and use round. You need at least 2.
On the egg.
On the egg. Need at least 2.
I can't hit anything, dude. I've only rolled ones this entire game.
Alright, so yeah, unfortunately, your thing did not work. Your maneuver doesn't work. You try to sing at the orb, but it just kind of spins to warp the sound waves. I don't know.
Neither of us are built for combat.
Eh. Alright, Porygon is going to...
Damn, don't you hate when the eggs spin?
When Eggies
My
spin.
favorite thing is Soup's trying to describe a move without a description right in front of them. It's very funny.
Yes, I don't know. Okay, so Porygon is going to attempt to use Tackle on Blake. It needs to roll all
These
successes
bitches only
here
know
in order
normal
to...
moves because I'm in luck.
No, it fails. So again, Blake is able to just sort of same way it deflected with its lumber before with the Pharaoh Seed, it just deflects Porygon away before it can do any real
Oh,
damage.
he's just spinning, dude. He's
All right.
pulling some real Jackie Chan shit.
All right, so Porygon now needs a 4 to succeed, so I don't think it's going to do anything else this round. And nor will Pharaoh Seed. So Trixie, do you want to do anything else this round? You need at least a 3. You need to roll at least 3 successes to do anything you want to try to do.
Let me look at my moves and see what the pool looks like on them. No, I'm good.
Okay. Blake, anything else this round? You would need at least a 3.
Well, I have a question on that.
Yep.
If I choose to bide, do I roll accuracy now?
I think so. It's just the
'Cause it
next
says
2
user will
hits.
take the next 2 hits. After those 2 attacks, you may use this move again to retaliate with strength plus twice the damage received from those 2 hits.
So I think
Surely
you would.
don't have to be
I think.
accurate twice.
Doers.
I'm just wondering,
will take-
would I roll
I think you use it,
at
and
the
then you would
end?
roll the accuracy once you do it. Yeah, that seems to be how that reads to me.
All right.
can look
Well, then
into
let's go for it. I mean, I've taken no damage so far, but I will. Blake will bide.
I'll hit you.
All right, so Blake attempts to absorb any incoming hits for the next little bit. All right, Wuffy, did you want to do anything else?
I am not sending her in there.
Okay, cool. So that is the end of the round. Let me check the combat flow chart here. Multiple actions. Everybody's done their stuff. Perform up to 5 multiple actions per round. And I should also mention critical failures. So basically, if you roll 3 less successes than what you need, it counts as a critical failure. So if you need 3 to do something and you roll a 0, that's a critical failure, which can harm you if it's bad enough. So once you get up to once you get up to once you get up to 3 successes is how many you need. That's where you need to start being like careful. So you can always do like 2 things around without much penalty. But if you start doing 3, that's when you need to roll at least 1 success to not hurt yourself. Okay, so now at the end of a round, trainers have a chance to perform an action. So let me look up trainer actions real quick here, because I believe you want to be able to enter the fray. So at the end of the round, your trainer can choose to become an active part of the battle. On the next round, he or she will roll initiative and have a turn alongside everyone else. So I will add Henry to the turn order, because I know you want to do that. And if anybody else wants to get in there, feel free. And we re-roll initiative for the next round.
I don't think anyone else has because everyone else can do other things still, right? That can't they like do other stuff that isn't get in there?
Yeah, the rest of you guys can if you want. Let me look at trainer actions here. You can switch out a Pokemon. You can use an item on a Pokemon. You can search for cover. You can enter the fray, or you can run away. Search for cover basically just provides you cover for if something is trying to attack you. It heightens your defense, so you take less damage. But they don't seem to be focused on you. They seem to be focused on your Pokemon. Especially since you guys aren't... Since Pandora and Liza aren't going to be on the front lines here. And I should mention that Elias's Houndour is just kind of like barking aggressively. It seems to be protecting Elias rather than getting in there.
Fucking Trixie gives a look over to Pandora, and Pandora just gives her a thumbs up.
Okay, so everybody roll initiative again. Tell me what you get.
So wait, when do the trainers get to do stuff?
Now.
Is that after initiative?
We just did it.
What did you want? What did you want to do?
I said like 20 minutes ago I wanted to see if I could pull Elias out of the main area.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have. Why don't you do? It looks like so. I'm gonna have you do search for cover for him. Okay. So roll insight plus alert.
Let me find
it.
it.
Roll initiative for my dumbass. I meant to roll it for Trixie.
Why'd you roll? Oh, hey, you got 2 anyways. Nice. Man, I'm terrible at rolling initiative.
I didn't. I also didn't click my token.
I've gotten 3 zeros so far.
Okay, so on a 2, I'm going to say you're able to pull him back to like half cover. So he would take like 2 reduced damage from anything that happens to him. And Houndour like helps you drag over. Basically, you're like dragging him out of the fire zone.
Okay. Oh.
So you drag him back there.
Okay, that's good enough. 1 second.
All right. And then who all rolled initiative? Henry J. Orfeo rolled 0 for Blake.
Blake both got zeros.
Womp womp.
Listen, we have 3 dice. What can you do?
Okay, Wuffy rolled a 0 also. Pandora. So is Pandora trying to get in there too? Or do you roll?
No, it was a misclick.
No, that was accidental.
Yeah, you misclicked. Okay. Let me roll Porygon and Ferroseed. 1. Ooh, boy. Boy, he's cruising now. He only has 1 tie.
Wow.
And 1. Okay, so looks like Trixie is up first again. Came called off the grid. We'll get there.
Type. I'm assuming that doesn't
yes.
change.
Porygon is still a ghost type right now.
Okay. Astonish?
Sure. You need at least 1 success. I'm keeping track of this in the blue column.
Sure hope I can get that with 5 die.
One would think. 4. That's a critical hit, actually. Because you rolled 3 more than what you needed. So
I was going to ask if that's how it worked.
Yes. There are some moves that, like with the enhanced critical, where you only need to roll 2 more than what you needed. I don't 100% remember what that does to damage, so I'm going to look it up while you... I
was going to say, because it's critical, stab, and super effective, I assume.
Right, yes.
Well, stab's already factored in.
And this was on Porygon that you're trying to do this, right?
Yes.
Okay. It is going to attempt to evade, because that's going to hurt a whole bunch if he gets hit.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, he can't evade or clash because he only has a dice pool of 3, so I think he just eats this one.
Nice.
Alright, so go ahead and roll damage. And we'll do the extra damage for super effective and for critical when I figure that out. So give me 1 second to look into critical, because I don't think I clicked on that one. So roll your damage for it.
It's asking me defense/special defense.
Its defense is... Astonish is physical, right?
Yeah.
Its defense is only 1, because Josh lowered it with Lear.
Okay, so I need to input that.
Yes, I think so, because it'll take out the thing automatically, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, rolls 5 dice minus 1 success, so that's 2. So you get the thing. Sorry, I'm looking into what criticals do, because I don't remember how much extra damage they do.
And then super effective as well.
And then, yes, also super effective. So yeah, you're about to fucking murder this thing, probably.
Hell yeah.
Okay, on the critical, you need to score 3 successes. If you do that, you
it's its own fault for switching to
add
ghost
2
type,
dice
so.
to your damage pool also, so go ahead and roll 2 more dice. Just roll 2 d6s, and I'll add it on. So yeah, for a critical hit, what you do is you add 2 more dice.
I wish I had a prompt for that so you could just do it. Because there's no good way of doing that other than just rolling 2d6.
Yeah, just roll them. We can count it. So
Sorry,
right now it's
D6?
2.
Okay, cool.
So 3, because that's another success on there. Plus... Stab is already figured into there, I believe, because it's rolling 4. It should be on the sheet.
Because it's check marked on my sheet, yeah.
Yeah. And...
I don't think this thing will live to flinch. We'll see.
It probably won't. You're already doing it.
Nice.
I'm just trying to double check what super effective does. I don't know if it's add an extra dice or do an extra damage.
Hammer down.
Yes.
I mean, I would think that it would just like add on instead of having a chance to add on because it's a concrete fact that it's super effective. But I guess that's
so the super effective, as long as you roll at least 1 success, it applies. I just don't remember what it does.
Ah. I just don't know why it would have
here we go.
Extra dice.
So
because that has a chance to fail.
So yeah, weaknesses. It receives an additional point of damage. So it takes 4 damage.
Okay.
And Porygon faints. And the progress security guy goes, "Urgh!" and grabs his Pokeball and retrieves it. You have murdered this
Pandora
Porygon.
Golf claps for Trixie.
He retrieves his Porygon and groans. Urgh! Porygon doesn't go because it fainted. Ferroseed. Let's see here.
Got his ass.
Okay, so let me see something here. So Ferroseed needs 1 success. Ferroseed. It's going to use Rollout on Blake.
Banger.
Boy, really focusing the construction worker.
It sees it as the most threatening. Needs at least 1 success.
Fair enough.
That's 3 successes. So not a crit, because it's also -1 accuracy, so it's only 2 successes. I could probably just put that onto the modifier when it asks me. And we could deal with that later. So, it will deal damage. Can you double check your sheet and see if fighting is resistant to rock? I don't remember. I don't think it is, but...
I don't think so. This says I'm looking at the wrong thing.
It'd be up at the
Here
top
we
under
go.
resistances.
Yeah, I was looking at Henry.
Yeah.
It says it does resist rock.
Okay,
How
so
about that?
you will take 1 less damage from this, yes. If you take any damage at all.
Correct.
I mean, you always
Well,
take
I
at
don't
least 1.
think I can.
Yeah.
I don't think I can clash or evade, right? Because I'm biting.
Yes.
Don't I just take the next 2 hits?
Yes. So let me roll damage. What's your defense or special defense? That's defense.
2.
So defense is 2. So you take 1 damage. Because you always take a minimum 1 damage.
Okay.
So you take 1. And that will be Ferroseed's go. It's going to continue doing the rollouts, but not until its next turn. Or next go. Blake is still biting, I assume?
Yeah. Can I do other stuff or?
I don't think so while you're biting. Like, that makes sense, right?
Okay. That's how it works in the game, I guess. I don't know what.
Yeah, I assume.
translates.
All right, so Henry, what are you doing?
All right. I approach.
Yeah, this is the guy who's commanding the Ferroseed, and as you walk up to him, he goes like, as you tower over this man.
I believe I can do something with my brawl stat, right?
So let me check. There's some typeless maneuvers that people are allowed to use. I think struggle is technically what it would be for you. Because it's like a move, basically, if you're trying to deal damage. And then
I want to punch him.
Yeah, you would roll Dex plus Brawl to punch him.
All right, great. I think I can do that if I just click this. I miss.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he blocks it with his baton, like, whoa, hey, man. And, yep, so Wuffy, you're up. What do you want to do?
Oh, hey, man.
I'm glad that Henry just, saw a Pokemon battle happening, and he's like, alright. You what, mate?
It's time.
Man, Steel resists almost everything.
Josh has Timber, and Jigglypuff has Boko, yes. Wait. Boko has
Wait
Jigglypuff.
a second.
Jigglypuff has Boko. Alright, so
Oh, no, your wife.
Wuffy, you're up. What do you want to do?
Oh, okay. So I think I'm gonna try sing again.
Sure. So go ahead and roll your accuracy. When it says your apply bonus, just hit a -3 in there. We'll see what that does. If it fucks it up, we can just roll it again.
From the modifier?
Because it's an accuracy -3 move. So yeah, you still got one success. So it did take out your... Oh no, that made you do less dice. Okay, not quite the same thing. So we know that, but you did roll a success, so I'll let it slide. Actually, no, wait. Roll again, because that's not how any of that works. So roll it without the modifier.
You nailed it.
Got it.
All right. So yeah, you do a sing. Pharaoh Seed. You can't clash
accurate
support.
-3 actually mean then?
It means you subtract 3 successes. Oh wait, so yeah, that means it missed, unfortunately.
I cannot do anything. None of my stuff can hit.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No,
fuck
it's
that up.
not your fault. It is not your fault. I just wish my things could hit.
Round probably has a better chance. You're just getting unlucky dices. All right, Trixie, you want to do anything else? You've used Astonish. You have, I think, a Psy Wave, technically, if you wanted to try it. Pharaoh Seed is, as far as I know, untouched still. Although his trainer's getting a little bit hassled.
Well, yeah. I mean, Steel resists Psychic, so I don't know. Steel resists fucking everything.
Yeah.
Defense.
No, I know, it's crazy though. I'm just gonna use. I have to hit at least a 2, right?
For whatever you're doing, yes.
I'm just gonna spite that bitch.
All right. Sap his will too.
See if I care.
Yeah, that's a success.
Got him.
So, Pharaoh looks, looks hurt emotionally. As if you've just sapped his drive, his energy.
The exact description is the target feels overwhelmed. Well, sorry, the way you spelled it, overwhelmed by feelings of dread.
All right.
Well mend.
Porygon is still fainted. Pharaoh Seed's going to use its second rollout on Blake. So it needs at least 2 successes this time. And out of 3, those odds are probably not great. Now, unfortunately, this one misses.
Damn it.
So Blake is up.
I can unleash my bide now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, if you wanted to. Since it's been 2 goes.
Cool.
So roll accuracy, and then you've taken 1 damage, you've taken 2 damage. So you'd be able to blast back however much Bide says you blast back.
Okay.
Attacks, strength plus twice the damage. From, so you go ahead and roll accuracy, which that's a success.
I did.
And then your damage is roll your strength score plus 4. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So that'd be 7.
Yeah.
Because my Blake's strength is 3.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I guess that would be a damage of, like, when it asks for the roll, I guess you would hit 7 there.
Is it that, or is it just that amount? Because it doesn't say anything about, like...
Does
that mean I roll 7?
Yeah, I think you roll 7 d6s, is what it is.
Okay. So it's not just that it deals 7 damage back?
I don't think so. Because it's asking you to roll... I'll look into this. We can roll it for now and see what it does.
Okay. Because my pool is 0 on Bide.
Yeah, because the damage
because
is
it's
dependent
variable.
on... Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just click 7d6, I guess.
That is a 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, looks like. And that fucks him right up. Even with the resistance, that fucks him up real bad. Pharisee does not look to be... The Pharisee does not look well, Enterprise. It looks kind of stunned by this maneuver, as if it wasn't expecting this at all.
That didn't one-tap it? That's crazy.
Not quite. Pretty close.
I guess it resists or whatever.
Yeah, it resists because it's a normal type, but you got very close to one-tapping the Pharaoh Seed.
Amazing.
Banger.
All right, Henry, you're
Yeah,
up
I think
again.
I think we should just double check how Bide works though, because I have a lot of questions about it.
Yeah,
Eventually
That's what I was
replace it.
just reading.
I'll check
Yeah,
with the
foremost.
GM. I'll check with the GM notes about it and the server for it.
Perfect. All right, great. I try to punch the sky again.
All right,
Right,
go for
that's
it.
the big thing I can do. Can I do something else? I have a clash score, but that's only if I get attacked, right?
Yeah, so there's typeless maneuvers or struggle, grapple, help another, cover an ally, stabilize an ally, or run away. So you could grapple him if you wanted to, I guess. That's strength plus brawl to make it so he can't move.
Great. I'll do that.
Yeah, you put him in a full Nelson. So strength plus brawl.
So that's 7.
Jesus Christ, I forgot about your strength score.
I don't think I can just click that anywhere. Oh, generic roll. Strength, brawl, roll.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
did for mine
he's
earlier.
I got
He's
4
grabbed.
successes.
He's grabbed.
So he like blocks my punch with the baton, and I give like a slight chuckle, and then I just put him in a headlock.
What the hell,
Give him
man?
the noogies.
Watch where you're swinging those things, buddy.
Let me go.
No, I don't think I will for now.
All right. Wuffy, you're up.
I guess I'll try around.
Sure. All you need is a 2.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Henry J. Orfeo.
All right.
Let's fucking go, Mr. Orfeo.
Okay. So, looks like unfortunately that misses because you needed 2, I believe. Yeah, because you.
Is there something up with my numbers? I've hit 0 things. Literally nothing.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Because you have
I don't know,
four
last time this
dice is a
happened-
decent chance to hit. You just rolled 3 2s apparently.
Oh, because last time this happened for me in something is because my numbers had like a -5 in it for some reason.
I mean,
Oh no.
the most recent roll you did rolled fine. It rolled 4
I know.
d6s.
It was with this one though. Well, whatever.
All right, Trixie,
Ugh,
do you want to do
it's
anything
just
else? You need a 3.
frustrating.
I think I already said no on the last time you asked.
Okay. Porygon's dead. Pharaohseed can't really
Or
do
no, I
anything
didn't.
else.
I did spite. My bad.
Okay. Did you want to
I'm
do
good.
something else? Nah. Okay.
No.
Pharaohseed.
'Cause I could perfectly-
Pharaohseed is I don't think able to hit anything with that requires a 3, but I will double check. He could technically go for a tackle, and he's in kind of a bad way, so he's gonna attempt to tackle Blake. Actually, I think seeing the progress security guy getting fucked up, I think it's going to try to tackle Henry.
Let's go.
As like a hey, whoa, hey, whoa, man. And against all odds, that is a hit. So,
All right. I clash it.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Let me double check how Clash works here. Clash, weaknesses and resistance are taken into account. That's not going to matter here. Clash, you need to roll Strength plus Clash.
Yeah, I have a button for it.
Yeah, and you need to roll at least 3, so you should be good, I think.
It's
because you got, like-
unlikely. Well, I have a pool of 5, but
Oh, it's worth a shot.
nope.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Clash does not work. But so while you try to like kick backwards at the metal spiky ball as it flings itself at you, as you attack its trainer, and are holding him in a full Nelson. But unfortunately, it managed to like slide along your leg like a Goku along that Kamehameha or whatever. I didn't watch Dragon Ball, but like when he uses his like energy to slide down the energy beam, when he's Ultra Instinct, you know.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Yeah.
Anyway, it rolls damage.
You know.
What is your defense score?
3.
Nice. So you take 1 damage.
Excellent. I go down to 6 HP.
Yeah. All right. Blake would need a 2 to do anything, I think. Do you want to try?
Yeah, I mean 2's pretty achievable. He
Yeah.
is going to pound the guy, and he still has. Does the Pharisee still have the -1 defense from Lear last round, or?
Yes. That sticks for the whole scene, is what they call it.
Right.
Unless it uses something that
roll-
clears statuses, yeah, it's still got it. It's a 3,
3.
that'll hit. Roll dabblage.
And so what's its defense?
I think it's down
after the
to
Lear.
it's down to 2 defense.
Okay. 1.
So it still takes 1 damage. It's looking real bad, man. Henry, I think, would need a 3 to try to do anything if you want to. But I think you're just holding this man hostage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold him. I think I'm all right. I've done mainly what I need to do. I'm tanking. I'm the barbarian.
All right, so we'll call that the end of the round then, because I don't think anybody else wants to try to do anything.
Can I, for like a trainer
Yes.
action, can I try to see if I can help out, check out on, what's his name?
Sure. Let me
Elias.
see what your maneuvers
Elias.
are.
I was gonna say
Didn't
Elias.
you say something like support someone, Steven, earlier?
That's a move
Like,
you
could
can.
she roll medicine or something?
That's like a maneuver you can
That's
do.
what I'm basically trying to do. I was gonna say, I probably know first aid because workplace first aid is a thing you learn in college.
Right.
Something I could apply there, maybe. Because I know you said he was beat up.
Ooh, okay, so
Should've
there's
been a
another thing
nerd.
you guys can do during combat that I should mention in case this is something you want to try to do with your, like, trainers, is help another as an action you can do, which you roll accuracy as if it was a chance die, and if you're successful, you can add a die to one of your allies. And it says up to 6 dice can be added this way if you do it with 6 different people, I guess.
Amazing.
You just charge up
Holy shit.
one guy's accuracy so high.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, so that's
That's
something
a-
you can do.
Right, they all
Uh,
have
We
as-
their
charge up the
range.
spirit bomb and kill God.
Yeah. So trainer actions, if you wanted to. Why don't you roll clever plus medicine? You can kind of check this guy out. See what's up. I'll put this at like a rating of 1 or 2 for difficulty.
There it is. That's exactly enough.
Cool. So you check him out. He looks kind of beat up, but he doesn't look like he's in. Like, he looks like he needs some bandages or something, but he doesn't look like he needs, like, severe medical attention or anything. He just looks kind of exhausted. And as you help him out, he's like, oh, God, thank you. These guys have been chasing me for, like, 20 minutes. I'm
Why?
just some nerd. I'm not used to running this much. I'm a scientist.
She resists the urge to say, I can see that.
But yeah, you're able to, you can, like, bandage him up. We can say you have some, like, Band-Aids or something on you. He's got, like, a pretty nasty scrape.
Lisa is, like, an incredibly anxious and paranoid person. She always has, like, stuff like that when she leaves the house.
Just in
Hence
case.
why she has, like, 4 potions in her pocket in case something happens.
All right, so at this point, I think the progress security guy, as his trainer action, is going to, like, all right, man, we'll back off, just let me go, man. To you, Henry.
To me, I presume, yeah.
As his buddy is kind of just looking at you like,
You know, I think Henry would believe them that he is, and he and these other strangers have put enough of the fear into them, so he would like do that thing where he like lets them go, but also pushes them away a little bit.
Yeah.
And goes like, then scram out of here.
The security guy returns his Pharaoh seed, and they both start running off down the alley. And as they do, one of them turns back around to you and like takes something out of his pocket, and you see a bright flash as he runs away, and he goes, "You'll regret this." Oh, open the pack so the cards don't appear in my collection. Oh, Boko Frost, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me, he? God, I have to read. He waited until I had to read some dialogue, ho. This is impossible. Oh, man.
This is impossible, ho.
Impossible, ho. Yeah, you're he right, ho. Fuck, this sucks.
It's fuck, ho.
You
please.
made this card. Plunge Skyrim into chaos.
You don't even play the game,
I wasn't
ho.
expecting consequences
Ho.
to affect me, ho.
Me he ho, please.
God, you're better at this than I am,
Yes,
ho.
because I play these games religiously.
Did you just call your wife a hoe?
I'm in pain, he ho. I'm sorry, he. I'll do better next time, ho. Okay, it's good, done. I can read now.
Okay.
I was looking at the timer. So the progress security guys run away. Cowardly. In fact,
And they what snap the pic of us or something?
yeah. But they
Because
skedaddle.
if as they take the flash, I would like to yell after them, "Hope you got my good side."
They just scream. So as you all gather round Elias, he's like, "Thank you guys so much." Okay. All right. Oh shit, did those guys just take a picture? Shit.
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay, well, the good news is I can explain everything to you in just a second. The bad news is we gotta get out of here. I actually came to this park for a reason. If you, he gets up and kind of stumbles to
Where
his
did my
feet.
Henry token go?
Did I delete it by accident?
Is it under someone? Or
I think I deleted it.
I've resummoned myself. Don't worry.
I think I deleted
Henry
it
is
by accident.
killed by the lack of work.
He walks
No
over
work, Henry fades.
to Ah!
I guess we'll see.
So Elias walks
So
over
as
to
to
one
give a-
corner of the park, and there's like a sewer grate that leads down into the city's sewer system. He's like, if we go down here, I actually planned this a while ago, so I've got an escape route ready to go. But I don't know if you guys have a better plan, but if you follow me, I can get you out of the city, and we can lose these guys. Thank you for chasing them off. That's at least bought us some time.
Well, I have to say, this is definitely not up to code. But I didn't have anything to do for the next year. And Henry walks towards the manhole.
Yeah, he returns his Houndour and then he tosses out a Krogunk, which helps him lift up the grate because he's a weak nerd.
Oh, I was gonna say if he couldn't do it, Henry was gonna do it.
Yeah, as Krogunk grabs one side of the grate, you just grab the grate with one hand and pull it out of the way. And Krogunk,
based on that strength chart you sent me, Henry's crazy.
yeah, the Krogunk just kind of looks at you and goes like, and then looks back at Elias like, I don't know what you called me for. You got this guy.
How long will this take? I have work on Monday. I'm behind. I need. She stumbles over her words. This is definitely a choice and not me stumbling over my own words.
Gotcha. He's like, well, I mean, I don't know if they've got your picture now. They might be able to find out where you work. For now, we can.
Did they take a picture of me? I thought it was over.
They took a picture of like the whole area.
The general area. So,
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
So, like, what? Are we in danger or something?
Yeah, these guys are crazy. Like I said, I can tell you everything. We just need to get down here for now before they come back.
Yeah, considering those guys are brandishing
Yeah,
weapons, it seems like what we have here is an illegal situation.
Oh no.
So,
I
yeah.
recommend you take some of this, and Henry's eyes light up as he says, "Paid time off, young lady." I just learned about that. You're paid time off. You're supposed to take it before 20 years elapses.
So he begins climbing down the sewer into there, and he's like, come on, come on.
She's not happy about this at all.
Henry
It's
is
also
Wuffy,
gross.
Wuffy like taps you on the leg to be like, it'll be okay.
Henry will
She
scoop
pats
up.
it.
Oh, go ahead.
She pats Wuffy in the head and steals her nerves before trying to go down the I assume it's a ladder.
Yeah, it's like a ladder down into the sewer.
No, it's a staircase.
Yeah, so like after lifting up the lid and doing his dialogue, Henry would scoop up Blake and just like put him on a shoulder and
Mhm.
just like yeet down the ladder.
All right, so Henry's down, Liza and Wuffy like just kind of hops down after you and sort of floats down.
Yeah, it does that.
Trixie looks at you, Pandora, and like kind of
Pandora
nods towards the thing.
Pandora
Like,
rolls his eyes and turns to leave, and Trixie probably steals his hat.
Trixie,
Go.
as you start leaving, Trixie steals your hat again and laughs and flies down the ladder.
Yeah. Okay. And he follows.
All right, so
And once we're all down the ladder, you just see Henry pop back
Just a
up the
fist.
ladder and like grab the manhole cover and slide it into place.
all right.
Nice.
So, as you all get down the ladder, you see Elias using his PPC to kind of like light the area, and he finds a lantern, and he sends out his Houndour again to like spit a little ember into it to light it, and holds it up. And it smells not amazing down here because it's a sewer. Could be worse, but could be better. But he's like, all right, I prepared a go bag at the end of the sewer here. It'll take us probably, I don't know. I was going pretty slow last time, and it took me a couple hours. But if we speed up, we can maybe be there in like an hour, hour and a half, maybe. It's pretty far. We're basically going to the edge of town. Oh, right. So to explain what's going on here, because I've sort of involved you in it by accident. It was about, I was a low-level research at Progress, and it was only about my second week when I sort of accidentally stumbled into the restriction section, and I saw some sort of experiment through a window there. They were placing some kind of headgear on a Pokemon, and then I couldn't hear it because the windows were too thick, but it was it looked like it was in pain, and then it fell over and was carried out on a stretcher. So that didn't seem super great to me. Thank you for the resub, Dusty.
That's some sort of evil corporation stuff.
Yeah, I know.
it all too well. Henry
Aren't
says
all corporations
apropos
evil?
of nothing.
But yeah, the machine spat out some sort of like weird egg. Here, actually, he goes into his backpack as you're all watching, or as you're all starting to walk. He's like started to walk at this point, just to keep you all moving. He's like, yeah, it spat out some kind of weird egg, and I kind of sort of made a plan and stole it.
Oh,
And he...
well, you're a brave little nerd guy.
you know. He opens his backpack, and you can see the egg in the thing. It looks like a normal Pokemon egg, but like every once in a while, you'll see it like weirdly the patterns on it will kind of glitch out, which is weird. Eggs aren't supposed to do that, to the best of your knowledge. It's like, yeah, it seems there's some sort of something going on. Basically, my plan, I managed to make it off of the island, but by the time I hit the mainland, they kind of noticed, and now security is after me. The good news is they can't go to the cops, but the bad news is if I go to the cops, they'll know I went to the cops. So I'm just trying to get out of town. And at this point, I'm going to have one of you roll a random encounter. So who wants to roll the first one? There will be 3 of these in the sewers. So one of you get one for each.
I can do it. Ladies go first.
Okay. Roll me a d12.
Wait, dude.
8. Okay. As he's explaining to you, you notice the smell getting distinctly worse the longer you go on in here. And let me load up the next page here for you. We can probably close all of these windows. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, I've got sewer music. I forgot.
Sewer music. That's what my dad called rock and roll.
It's not the music from the Eel Deal or Sewer Later from Crash Bandicoot 2, so it's a bad choice.
All right.
I don't know. I like it. It's kind of funky.
I
like the walking
sewer...
tuba.
Little Luigi's Mansion-y.
Yeah.
So as you make your way further into the sewers, it becomes apparent why the stank is so bad. So I'll drag you into this here sewer map. Pretend Elias and Houndour are here also. And as you're walking, you see a pile of purple sludge rise up in the middle of this chunk of room and look at you. And it's
We're supposed to see a different map.
Yeah, we're not on the sewer on our end, I don't think.
Oh, there you go.
I'm still in the
We are
park.
not.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and you all see a purple heap of sludge rise up from the center of the tunnel, and it's just kind of looking at you.
Lisa tries her best not to throw up.
And on the far end of the tunnel, you see hiding behind some like boxes, kind of looking warily at the wild Grimer. You see a couple of Rattatas at the far end of the tunnel.
This cannot be up to code. What's going on with the city boys on this one?
I don't know. Maybe they don't get to this part of town.
Well, what are
very
they
often.
supposed to do?
And yeah, it
Can't
looks
just, like, relocate
Routine
Grimer
maintenance
too easily.
could help keep some of the pests away, surely.
But yeah, you've
it's a natural
he's like,
habitat.
well, we need to go that way. He says, you haven't. He kind of like walks over to the side of the thing and like picks up a piece of like rebar or something that's on the ground and like pokes it into the sludge to see how deep it is. And it's like, well, it's only like a foot deep, so it's gonna be a little gross, but we can get through. I'm a little. He looks at the Grimer, which is just kind of staring at him. He's like, I'm a little worried that he's gonna try something.
Seems the Rattatas are worried about it too.
Yeah. As you look at the Rattatas, they kind of seem like hungry. Like they were just passing through here and they're trying to go somewhere else, and the Scrymer sort of got them. The Scrymer sort of got them at an impasse. Like, all right, what do we want to do?
Well, Yeah, we could just scare this thing off and go on our way.
Yeah, I mean, sure. We can do whatever. So yeah, the way these random encounters work essentially is I'm going to put you in a situation and you can do whatever you want. You can try to catch these things if you want. You can beat them up to get... Oh, that reminds me. Blake...
I was gonna say, this is Boko's encounter, isn't it? Or...
Yeah. Blake
Yeah, I rolled it.
Yeah, if you guys want to discuss out of character, if any of you, like, want any of these Pokemon, perhaps, you could do that. But,
It's not
Blake...
one of the types
Is
that
it a
Henry's
ghost
allowed to correct. Correct?
Yeah,
Collect.
it's not. No,
I didn't think it
on
was something
this.
that Liza would want. I don't know if Pandora is partial to Rattatas or Grimers, but remind me, Blake is the one that
thinking of
defeated
going
that
for, like, ghosts.
Porygon, right? Or no, it was Trixie that beat the Porygon.
Yeah.
Trixie, add 1 victory.
Oh yeah, do I get anything for that?
You all get
Yeah.
1. You can all add 1 to your battles and wins, actually, because that was like a team effort.
To our Pokemon.
Yes.
Or do we have
Well,
that?
where is that on the sheet?
Kind of like midway down.
It's the one under the Pokeball.
Oh, I see.
There's a red Pokeball, yeah.
Because that one was a group effort. So on these random encounters, every Pokemon you defeat will count as a victory for the one that was fighting it. In like trainer battles like that, where it's like an encounter, I will let you all add a victory at the end of it. But for ones like this, like if you're trying to level up your Pokemon or evolve them or whatever, then you're gonna have to beat them. But yeah, the Grimer's
Fair
just
enough.
kind of looking at you. And the Rattatas are looking at it.
I don't know, Soups, how viable for what you're planning is me going for ghost types?
It's up to you.
Pretty
Like a
specific,
mono ghost
right?
team with dual types.
You could do that if you want.
Okay.
I'm not going to
I'd
tell
do
you
that.
how to play my game. I will adapt my game so that your plans are not completely fruitless.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want the Grimer.
You can beat it. You can attempt to ignore it. It's up to you.
Liza would prefer to ignore it. Fighting it would probably make her stomach feel even worse than it already is being down here.
Henry wants to do his civic duty.
And clean
Alright.
it up.
Blake tugs on your pant leg and like pulls you down, and then he looks at the Grimer and he looks back at you and he kind of like with a head tilt like draws a finger across his neck.
Oh my god.
As if to say
I
you
agree,
want,
bud.
as if to say you want I should ice this one, boss.
Why does Blake know about the concept of death?
Yeah, you know what, Blake? I'm thinking
He's
we
killed
help the
before.
city boys out with this one.
Blake nods and hops forward onto the edge of the platform here and like points at the Grimer, and the Grimer just sort of stares at him. So, are you entering combat, Blake?
Yes.
Okay, so you go ahead and roll initiative, and the Grimer will also roll initiative. And we can go from there.
Hey, finally, not a 0!
Booyah.
We take those.
Add turn. Initiative. Also a 1. But I think his number is less than yours, so you will go first. Okay, so let me scoot these around. All right, so Blake's going first. What do you want to do?
Alright, I think that Blake will start with a, I think Blake will just start with a pound.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Pound of cheese.
That's a
Oh,
success.
we got a mighty 1.
All right, so that's a success. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Good
Defense?
damage.
Defense is 2.
3.
3. Ah. That's a big hit. That Grimer is looks very fucked up by that first attack. Because like
Blake just like
Wow.
Blake just like pole vaults into the sludge and then like collapses his 2x4 onto the Grimer.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Grimer looks perturbed by this for sure. Let me see here. That's a failure. So Blake is not flinched by the attack that it does. But
Good.
Grimer is perturbed by this and goes, ah! And will attempt to flee. Seeming outmatched, so it's dexterity plus athletic. I can't imagine either of those are very high. Let's see, a generic roll, dex plus athletic. Roll. No. No. Grimer tries to get away, but is unsuccessful. Blake is up again.
Alright, great. He is gonna go ahead and leer then.
Alright. So you need at least a 2.
Yep.
I'll do it. So his defense drops by 1. Alright. And, it is Grimer's turn. Having failed to leave... Let's see, it needs 2 successes. It's going to attempt a pound, I guess. Having tried to run away and Blake, like, grabbed him by the sledge and went, oh, no, you don't. He tries to smack you
Not
back.
today, bucko.
That's a 2. That's a miss, unfortunately. So Grimer slaps pathetically at Blake. That's the end of the round. Do any of you want to try to do anything?
Henry enters the fray.
Why? Alright, go ahead. Run,
I
roll
walk
initiative.
up. Oh yeah, that's right. I have the initiative this time.
Yeah.
Henry hears in his head, now you need to take it easy for a year. Don't do anything work-related.
He can't stop himself.
And then I re-roll Blake, right?
Yeah, everybody else rolls initiative too.
Alright.
Ooh.
0. I guess I'm still
Right.
back here then.
Oh.
Alright, so Grimer's going to try to make another break for it. Well, he's got the chance. No, he still can't get away. Blake has got
No
him held
chance.
down. Alright, Blake is up.
He's got him skewered with the 2x4.
Excellent. Blake's gonna go for a pound.
Alright. Go ahead and roll it. That's a 1. Grimer's going to attempt to evade.
Alright.
He's only got a 1 to evade, dude. No, fam. Alright, dude, roll damage.
1 defense this time because he's
Yes.
leered.
Yes.
1.
Ooh. This Grimer appears to be on the doorstep of defeat. He's all going like
On Faint's doorstep.
on Faint's doorstep. Yeah, so the way fainting works in this game is that after about 8 hours of being unconscious, you'll start to recover. So you aren't
Makes
murdering these guys. It'll probably
No,
go
of
somewhere
course.
else when it wakes up, though.
We'll just send it in a message.
It's a free
Alright,
roll.
Henry, you're up.
I struggle, the Grimer.
Alright, go for it.
I wade into the goo.
Struggle is Dex plus Brawl, or Strength. No, Struggle is Dex plus Brawl.
Actually, better idea. It kept trying to run away, you said, right?
Oh no.
I
Yeah.
grapple it.
That's Strength plus Brawl.
How does grappling a thing made of toxic mud go for you?
I mean, he's got it. He's kind of goopy, and it feels bad, but you've got him in place.
I guess I see it keep trying to run away, and Blake's kind of holding it off, but I just walk up and I go, all right. Enough of that now.
All right.
And yeah.
Well. Oops! I accidentally opened up source code. So I'm going to roll I'm going to try to pound again on you.
Uh-huh.
Because you've got him now. Nope, that's a miss. He slaps weakly against your arms. Blake, want to do anything else on his turn? Needs a 2.
He'll leer?
So it doesn't...
Does that not stack?
No, they don't stack. It'll take... So if you get like one that does -2 defense later, it takes whatever the higher one is. If you have an ability that lowers stats, it does stack with that. So, but you can only do one of each, like, move type. It'll take whatever the highest modifier is.
Sure, that makes sense. Then there's not really anything worth doing, because I'm not going to bide against a 1 HP Grimer.
No. And, Henry, anything you want to do for a 2? Or do you just kind of...
Yeah, sure, I guess I'll just try to struggle it.
Sure. Dex plus Brawl. That's a 2. That's a hit.
That's 2!
Go ahead and roll damage. It's strength plus something. Let me double check. Strength plus...
check that
one. It is strength plus 0. So 5.
Yeah. 5.
Fake out is in fact a move by this. You pick up the Grimer with one hand, and you clunk it over the head, and its eyes go all swirly, and it just sort of sinks into the muck.
There's a muck?
No. The sewer water just sort of floats it downstream as it goes like, ah.
Why do we even need to fight Pokemon battles, by the way, if fucking God is here?
All right,
Henry gives Henry and Blake share a thumbs up.
Yeah. Blake like hops up in the air and gives you a high five. And Elias is like,
nice.
I guess the path is clear. The 2 Rattatas just kind of like they scoot forward a little bit, like eyeing you warily as they try to just get through this tunnel. Now that the Grimer has fainted, they're just trying to like pass on by.
They're leaving. Henry makes no moves.
All right.
Can I toss him some food?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, do you just hold out some food and they kind of stop and turn?
Yeah.
And look back at you. Doing a head tilt.
I rustled the small bag of Pokemon food.
They roll up to you.
Whoa. I beat them up. No.
Smash them over the head.
I produce my brass knuckles and get to work.
I would like to point out that outside of the critical with this the type advantage, I think that 5 is the most damage a single attack has done all
Yeah, I think so.
session.
Yeah, I'll just give them a bit of food. They looked hungry.
Yeah. All right, you give them some food. They go ahead and subtract 1 food.
I did.
And yeah, they look grateful. They chitter at you. And then, barring you doing anything else, they run away.
Nah.
On their merry way.
Just wanted to do that for me.
Okay. Cool. And Elias goes, okay, I guess the way is clear. Thank you. I'm sorry, I haven't asked any of your names. Hi, I'm Elias.
Henry J. Orfeo. I approach and extend a muck-covered hand.
He
no.
he takes it very gingerly, like grabbing your finger at best, and gives you a handshake.
Now, Josh, I need to know, in the script, is that spelled M-U-K or M-U-C-K? Or is it spelled G-R-I-M-E-R?
Just some goop.
No,
on
this
ya.
one was this was just muck the
muck on the floor.
The concept of muck, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The concept of muck.
It's the name of some sort of band, isn't it?
All right.
That's
so,
my next video essay about Muck the Pokemon.
All right. So, as you guys.
And then Henry like looks around expectantly at everyone else who hasn't said their names yet.
Well, I was.
Yeah, go ahead. We pick up now. It's happening now.
Okay, you started talking, so I wasn't sure. I'm Pandora.
Cool name.
Like the box.
He doesn't hold out his hand or anything.
Fair. And Trixie just kind of like smiles at him from behind you. And he looks at you.
Yeah.
He looks at you, Liza.
I'm Elizabeth.
Well, Elizabeth, Pandora, Henry, nice to meet you all and your Pokemon. You seem cool. Well, way's clear, so let's just keep moving, I guess.
Elizabeth Pandora Henry sounds like the name of like a wealthy daughter to an
Holy
oil
shit.
tycoon from the Wild West or something.
You're not
Damn.
wrong.
True.
All right, so as you all move right along.
So wait, does Blake mark something for being
yes,
up
you get
to
a victory.
Grimer?
You get a victory. Blake gets
Oh,
a
okay.
victory. So go ahead and add that to your wins.
You could have beat up those Rattata for 2 more victories.
Your
You could've.
weenie.
I mean, Henry's not an insane man. He's just
Yeah.
trying to keep the city a cleaner place
Yeah.
Mhm.
by discouraging muck from taking up residence in the sewers.
Fair point.
Where they're gonna
Who wants
take
to
up
who wants to
residence.
roll the next random encounter? I'll
Wild.
describe it and then we can catch back up next time.
I don't know, you want to roll Swiss?
Yeah, I'll take the next one.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d12. That's a 9.
Number 9.
Okay. So as you all are walking down the
Arceus.
sewers, yeah, it's Arceus. You hear the faint sound of electricity as you start getting further into the tunnels. Actually, before that, while you're walking, Elias is like, yeah. So basically, my plan is, a few days ago, I set up a go bag at the end of the sewer here, right on the edge of town. And I paid off a truck driver from Tropeo Plus to drive me basically until I could walk to Clash Peaks. And I have a professor friend there. I actually interned with him, Professor Legato. And he might know something a little bit more about this egg. So, yeah, that's basically where what my plan was, is I'm going there. You're all free to come with me if you want.
Sure, why not? I got nothing to do back at my house.
Yeah. I'm on the road anyway. Might as well.
Liz is like, eh.
I'll have to call HR. There's
Wuffy-
a lot of fretting noises.
Yeah, Wuffy is like doing her best to calm you by like, she like hops up into your arms and gives you a hug.
Aww.
And Trixie just kind of gives the two of you like a weird eyebrow. Just some side eye, like, that. Man, they got problems. So yeah, you rolled a 9.
Pandora says nothing, but has the look of, I know, right?
Henry is oblivious to most of this. Is just like, yeah, HR's great. We just got a new lady, Deborah. She's the one that told me I haven't been taking PTO for 2 decades.
So as the 8 of you, I guess, counting, well, 7 of you. I think he's got his Pokemon back, his balls. As the 7 of you, sorry, should I not have said it that way?
I think it was the accent you threw on
He's
balls.
keeping them where?
In the balls.
What else is stored in there?
Mons are stored in
Piss.
the balls and the balls.
So as you all roll up here, you hear the sounds of electricity. Let me pull my notepad back open. Sorry, I've got like 8 things open. You hear the faint sound of electricity as you get further into the tunnels. Shortly, you come across a strange sight. There's a Magnemite hovering in the air over the center of the tunnel, occasionally zapping the water underneath it. And as you get closer, you can see the thing that's attempting to zap is a Barboach that looks very nonplussed. Basically, every time the
Wow.
Magnemite tries to zap it, the Barboach just kind of tilts its head at it like, eh?
Learn type matchups, you dumb Pokemon.
And Magnemite seems perplexed by this. And Barboach doesn't seem to really care at all. But yeah, this is the...
might be like, but fish.
but it's a fish.
But it's in the water.
I agree with Magnemite.
It's a fish.
But yeah, this is the site you approach as we come up on the end of the session here. And we'll pick back up in there next week.
Perfect. Henry wants to catch the Magnemite.
Yeah, I thought you might. I tried to put some stuff in these random encounters that you would all like.
Henry's my game plan for Henry is it's gonna be fighting types, steel types, ground types, rock types, electric
Plus,
types.
Magnemite's just useful. It can pick up all the loose screws.
That's what I'm saying. Henry's gonna look at one of those and be like, "Oh, I know guys that got those on the job site."
Henry's gonna come back from his year-long vacation with the most decked-out team you've ever seen.
It's like, I'm gonna do so much construction as a fucking 8-time gym champion.
He's a simple man. Straightforward.
He beat the gyms by beating up the Pokemon himself.
Now that almost certainly wouldn't be allowed, but yeah.
I've been told that's not allowed in sanctioned matches. Luckily, we haven't had those yet.
Yeah, what you do in the wild is between you and God.
Right. And you know what Henry does? He gets in there and he picks stuff up so they can't get away.
Yeah, he does.
Does grapple have any actual mechanical benefits? I'm gonna keep doing it regardless, but
what it does is block that, and block prevents you from running away or switching out.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, that is the mechanical benefit. But yeah, that'll do it for the first session here. Thanks for watching, everybody. So, Mountain Climber, kinda, yeah. The Pokemon are stored in the ball. Yeah, basically. I understood everybody's character concepts, and I'm trying to give them stuff that they think would be neat, but I also have them randomized. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow for more Metal Gear Rising, because I have to work early on Thursday, so Swissy and Josh are going to keep doing that. Have a good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.